Hi there, welcome to the Waxing Moon Intuitive. This is going to be your love reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus for the week of 112 through 119. My name's Julie. I want to welcome you to my channel. And I also, before we begin, I just want to say that tarot is a practice and for entertainment. If you gain some clarity or direction, then I'm very happy. Tarot is not definitive and you make your own decisions. So, if something doesn't sound like you, it's not for you, okay? I'm going to start out by pulling a tarot card that's going to just kind of give me the general feeling for the week for you, okay? Between you and your person. So I have one card. Please and thank you. Stuff wants to come out, but all right. I feel like that's the one right there. Oh, okay. Well, I actually had 3 cards come out, but I might only keep one. Let's see. So we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a card that represents everything that you could possibly want in abundance. So you have family, you have fortune, you have fertility, you have all of these good things. So this is an excellent card. So hopefully that means that your week is full of really satisfying fortune, family, fun, all the good things, love. I don't think those ones are going to go. We're going to stick with that one. I like that one. I did get kind of an impression before I started the reading about maybe your person this is somebody that you have like this really deep sentimentality about. So maybe you're reconnecting with somebody from the past or want to, thinking about them. It's kind of like one of those almost embarrassingly ooey gooey kind of relationships right now where, you just kind of are a little giddy and silly. And, there's nothing wrong with that. It might not be like your normal way of doing things. So it's kind of, you might not be talking about how ooey gooey you are with somebody right now. All right, so let me pull 3 cards and see what's going on. Actually, that's the wrong deck. So the first 3 cards I'm going to pull are messages from your person. So whether you're, if you're not speaking right now or in communication, or maybe you're curious what's going on in their minds that they haven't shared with you yet, this will be a message from them, what they want to say to you. Okay, so let's get 3 cards for Taurus from their person. I'll have to look up my cards and put what I'm using in the description box below. Hopefully I'll get a chance to do that before I get these posted. All right, 2 more cards. I feel like I'm going to have to pull them right off at the top. Okay, that one, and that one. Okay, so the first one is the 5 of Swords. I wish I can take back all the words I said to you. I get very angry when someone doesn't agree with me, and I act impulsively. Okay. So I'm wondering if this would be one of the things that happened in the past, if you are reconnecting with somebody. We'll delve into that a little bit further. And we have the 6 of Cups. Despite it all, I cherish all of the time spent together. I'm thinking of new ways to bring peace and harmony between us. Okay. So it's like those are almost 2 opposite kind of things going on. So I would say maybe something happened in the past and now that you're reconnecting with them, things are going a little bit smoother. So, we all go through growth, and, time away from somebody that you care about can change the perspective for sure. Okay. And then we have the Hierophant. I have a lot of respect for the elderly, and I follow their advice without questioning. I also follow tradition, even if it's outdated. Okay, so that's interesting. So old-fashioned person thought process, but caring about the elderly. I mean, what can you say about that? That's a nice person, right? Okay, so let's go a little bit further. Oh, I have my coffee. See, my bestie got me this cup for Christmas. And I love that I'm such a strange person that this is like, somebody sees this and goes, that's for Jules. All right. So let's pull 3 cards and see what's going on with Taurus and their person this week. See if we can get a little bit more insight into that. One. And also, I don't read reversals, and I know that upsets some people, but it's not how I do it. So, if that's an issue for you, that's just how I do it. And I will say again, if any of this resonates with you as you go along, please hit like, please hit subscribe. The more followers I have, the more ability I have to continue doing videos, and so far I'm really enjoying this process, so I'd like to continue doing that. Also, I love comments, so if there's something that, you're like, wow, this is cool, or you're so way off, I want to hear it all, okay? All right, so the 3 cups that I pulled for you, the 3 cups. 3 cups, that's it. Okay, the 3 cards that I pulled for you. The Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and then the 2 of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups, he's kind of a cool guy. He is like the knight in shining armor, coming in with this, offer of love, this message of love. He's, in motion and heading in that direction, okay? Then you have the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is, in motion. Sometimes the Knight of Swords is a person that would represent a person that maybe charges in to a situation before thinking it all the way through. So, and if you look at the 2 cards, they're headed towards each other, okay? So, if this is you and this is your person, roles can be reversed, obviously. You're coming in with this offer of love and, like the knight in shining armor, I did say it's kind of like sentimental and, lovey-dovey type of stuff. And your person is coming in, just like dropped everything and headed your direction. Okay. So maybe they haven't either they haven't thought it through and just charging in there like, whew, I want this, or they've been thinking about it for a long time and they've decided that they've waited so long, they're going to take some action. Then we have the 2 of Cups. So this could represent, you have Leo up here, the lion, but these 2 cups, they're 2 people, they're sharing their emotions with each other. And sometimes this represents, you and your higher self, or your, but this right here, I would say with the 2 knights coming in towards each other, that this represents you and your person, taking that step and really sharing your deep emotions. Okay, so let me do some cards to clarify that, see if we can get a little bit more information. That one wants to come out. And 2 more cards for Taurus to clarify the Knight of Cups. And do 2 more shuffles. 1. Oop. And 2. Okay. Whew. All right. This is, you have some really intense energies working here. So you have the Hierophant. So this card can sometimes represent like a teacher who is teaching spirituality, or like a religious person. I've heard also that it could represent 2 people, because sometimes it's a man and a woman, but right, this card has 2 men. A marriage or a relationship that has come together under this divine energy or power. So, it's possible that you're dealing with an ex, maybe, I don't know if it would be, an ex-spouse or close. So that's something to keep in mind. I definitely, if that resonates, I definitely want a comment in the comment box below. I definitely want to know about that. Then we have the Ace of Cups. So your cup floweth over. This is all the love and energy from like, this is the hand of God, or the higher power, however you want to say it. He's bringing forth this new beginning in love that is just full of all the things that you need to succeed. And then you have the Empress. So I don't know if this represents your person or you, but the Empress she's like the divine feminine. She can represent fertility, and sometimes she looks pregnant. So if it's something that I always, you might want to just be careful if you're not looking, if you're having physical relationship, protect yourself if you don't want pregnancies to happen. That would be the warning. But this is a card that represents all the things that are beautiful and feminine. And again, it doesn't matter what your gender is. This is what this person represents. So this fertility and this nurturing feminine energy, divine feminine energy. Okay. And let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Who is this Knight of Swords? So looking at it, it could be that your person is the one coming in as the Knight of Cups. It's your divine feminine who's coming in with all of this love and positive energy for you. And they could be a relationship from the past, okay? And so here you are charging in. And that's the impression that I'm getting. And again, roles can be reversed, but that's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so Knight of Swords. We get 3 cards. Whoop, too many. All right. Oh, that's good. That's a good sign. Okay. Oh, and that guy fell out, so we're gonna keep him right there for right now, just to see. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is coming with us. Does this look familiar? So that's the overall energy. Okay, so we're getting this card again. Okay, so the 10 of Pentacles. So this is, this is the dream. This is what everybody wants. They want to have, you know, the dogs, the house, the family, the fortune, the prosperity, and that's what this card represents, all of those things. So I think that you're coming forward, like charging in, and this is what you want, okay? Because they're offering you that love, and so you're like, I'm gonna take this chance. I feel like you might have missed opportunity in the past, and you're not gonna let that happen again, okay? Then I gotta cover him. YouTube will flag naked people, so it's little naked guy on a horse. And then you have the sun. So the sun is the happiest card in the deck. This means that all this happiness is coming through for you. This is like the overall goal is to reach this point where you're happy and in the sun and everything is going wonderful for you. And you know, he's on a horse. It's like, stay on this path and you're going to get what you want. And what I like, so he's going in the same, you can't really see it because he's naked, but that horse is oh, they're going in a different direction, going towards your person, okay? This card, that's what I meant, towards your person, heading that way, okay? And then you have the Seven of Swords. So this card sometimes comes up and people look at it as something deceitful. I look at it as someone who has gone in and they raided their enemy's camp and they've taken most of their weapons away. It's almost like disarming a situation that could go bad. So to put it in perspective with everything else, I almost feel like you might be distracted by this lovey-dovey stuff that you want and this life that you want, and you're kind of looking away from the things in the past that caused problems between you to begin with, okay? It's like, I'm just gonna take this right off the table. I'm not even gonna worry about it. But there's still some issues that you're leaving behind, okay? That you're not dealing with. So be mindful of that. If you're gonna move forward, make sure to work on those things first before you jump into this commitment prematurely and not think it all the way through, because you really are, you're racing in there like it was offered to you and you're like, hell yeah, I want that, and that looks great, and this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. Just be mindful that you can't ignore the things that went wrong the first time. Work on them. And the energy is there. The love is there. The energy is there. If you take the time to work on those problems, I feel like you're really going to end up in a very good place together. I think you didn't work through those things in the past, and you really need to do that first before you take a step forward, okay? And of course, it's like this person, this impulsivity, this could be you. When we're talking about, I get very angry when someone doesn't agree with me and I act impulsively. Okay, so, just think about that. Okay, and then let's clarify the Two of Cups. Overall, I feel like this is a good reading. Everybody has problems and issues that they have to work through for successful relationships. And, I see that the energy there is very positive. I feel like it's made a change, and I feel like there's been a lot of growth between you and your person. So the time apart has probably been a very good thing for you, if you had some time apart. Okay, so with the Two of Cups, and you'll hear my little dog underneath me. He hasn't been feeling good. So he coughs a lot. He's a little chihuahua. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Two of Swords. Okay? So, in order to get to this union where you're, sharing love openly and freely, there's some things you want to think about. Like, you could be holding on too closely to some things in the past. It's going to come to light. Just like this, like, there's still some things that you have to deal with. There's some things that you're going to have to let go. Maybe you can't control the whole situation, and that's making you uncomfortable, and so you're kind of like, I'm holding on to this, I'm not sure. So, and I did get like this sense of a little bit of stubbornness and selfishness shows up, and so maybe you've been accused of that in the past. Okay, so that's something that, if you want to have that open relationship where this love and all of this prosperity and happiness comes to you, you might have to let some of this go. And I'm sorry, my dog's down there. He's on medication. He's not, I'm dealing with the vet. He has congestive heart failure. So I just didn't want anybody to be like, you're not taking care of your dog. I really am. He likes to be held, and I've been doing videos. So, all right. Then we have the Strength card, and that pretty much implies, what it says, strength. You have the strength to do these things. You have, believe in yourself and really, work through it, and you're going to get to where you want to go. Okay. You might not feel it sometimes, but you're strong enough to do it. And some things are worth it. So, and then with the Two of Swords, so she's blindfolded and she has these two swords and they're up in the air. It's like she's trying to make a decision, this or that, which direction to go. Which I find it's like funny because look, there's two swords left, right? So you let everything go, but there's a couple things you're like, do I let those go? Do I let them go? The two things that bothered me, that caused problems in the past. Can I see past them? Can I trust my intuition and let go? And I think that's what you're going to have to do. If you want this relationship to succeed, you need to be strong. And you need to let go of all of the things in the past. Work through them. And let go of the control of it a little bit. Okay? Because I think it'll surface. When you least expect it, something will happen. And it might cause problems. So relationships are always work. Just because things are going very well right now doesn't mean that you can ignore the underlying issues, okay? So definitely take a little bit of time and figure out what those things are. It looks like your person is very open to communication, it's very open to sharing, and if you have things that you need to figure out with them, do that first before you move further in. And I think you definitely will you'll achieve that. You're heading towards this. This is a beautiful energy, and I think you have a beautiful relationship starting. Okay, so I'm gonna get one more message from your person. One message from Taurus's person for this week. All right, there we go. Learning. Okay. You are unique and special, and I have never met anyone like you before. You have opened me up to things that I never knew were possible. I'm so strong because of the power of our love. You have opened my heart to the truth, and I am very grateful for all the lessons that we both are learning now. Okay, so they're definitely open to, if you have things that you need to work through and talk about, they're open to that. They feel your love. They feel secure in that, and they're willing to learn and talk and grow this relationship. Really beautiful message, and I hope that this resonates for you. Again, hit the like and subscribe. Leave me a comment in the message box below. Share with your friends. All right, so you get 3 more cards to close out your reading, and this is just going to be how your week's going to go, the direction of your week. Oh, and 3 cards just flew right out. Holy smokes. Ooh. Okay, so I want to put these in an order that makes sense because they just kind of flew out. Okay. So I feel like there's a little bit of reflection of the past, some of the issues in the past. Okay, so we have sunglasses. So it says watching, looking, perception, stalking. So you could have been keeping an eye on this person for a long time, thinking about them. I don't want to say stalking. Stalking sounds horrible. But we all do it on social media. It's so easy to just follow somebody, and it doesn't make it healthy, but, I feel like things didn't work out in the past, and you've kind of kept in touch looking at things. Then we have karmic relationship. So resentment triggers perception, intensity, letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So in the past, you struggled. You had lessons that you were supposed to teach each other. And maybe once those lessons were learned, maybe you're coming back together. And I would say something big's going on because we have engagement ring. Higher commitment, eternity, partnership and union, and completion. So I would say that the time that you spent away from your person, if that's what's happened, the both of you grew and you learned, and you're opening up to communicating better. You're opening up to sharing similar dreams and aspirations, and you're opening up to a bigger commitment with this person. Okay? So I hope this resonates for you. And I thank you. This was a beautiful reading, and I've enjoyed it very much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Bye.